Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Plague Inc. Evolved with me, Lathrix, and welcome to hopefully a bit more of a realistic scenario today, as we've been playing quite a few, well, fantastical and out there scenarios recently, so I figured I would try and find one which is a bit more, you know, based around reality, and I have found this one, Malaria. By the law, and hopefully it stays pretty true to the lovely parasite itself. So here we are then. A new major outbreak of malaria has begun in Liberia. Patient Zero is infected with a new mutated strain of the, I can never say this, Plasmodium genus of malaria. However, analysis of its genetic makeup has identified potential sequence similarities to the species P. Falciparum. I've actually heard of that before. Perhaps I'm going insane. Perhaps it's even made up and I'm just making it up in my brain. But I'm almost certain I've come across that in the not-so-distant past, and may be able to actually utilise some of the DNA coding for itself. This plague can become very lethal very quick, but most lethal traits require many prerequisites for them to be capable of being evolved. Additionally, this plague has access to many cure-slowing traits that significantly hinder the cure percentage from growing, in exchange for a whack of DNA points. I'll whack them with DNA to get all that stuff. Okay, and all the usual, there may be some bugs, etc., and then there's his email if you'd like to contact him about the bugs and stuff. Here's hoping it's pretty good. I mean, it's on the second page, I think. Yep, it's on the second page. 4 stars, so it can't be terrible. I tend to find once they've reached the they've even gone for the parasite. Thank you, I'm so happy with that. A lot of people kind of think that malaria is a virus or bacteria. It's a parasite, which is bizarre because it's just how it breeds and stuff. That's all. It has multiple life stages. Blah blah blah. I won't get into technical terms. I am a microbiologist, but I'll resist. Oh, also I will give the warning, as I've been giving the warning recently, that there may be an echo quality to my voice today, purely because I am currently recording in my living room, which is basically an echo chamber. Although I've got the dimensions wrong. If you've watched my other videos recently, I've been saying I've got a 6-meter high roof. I've actually got a 4.5-meter high ceiling. It was 6 meters before they added the insulation segment. It was on this little pamphlet we got when we moved in. Yay for renovated barns and all that. Anyway, normal. Let's go malaria. Outbreak alert. A new outbreak of malaria has erupted in Liberia. Almost rhymes. Yeah, all the usual stuff. Its prime transmitter is mosquito-based around poor African countries, evolving the main transmission, yada yada yada. I do love how when I first heard about malaria, the first thing I actually found out about it was the use of alcohol, particularly fizzy alcohols, to treat it, because there's something in water which actually helps, tonic water, and so it was an excuse to get drunk when, well, the colonies were a thing. Malaria, you evil bastard. Okay, anyway, mosquito. Okay, mosquitoes capable of being infected, increases infectivity, mutation chance, and effectivity in hot climates. Second part, increases chance of infection from well, got loads of infectivity to start off with. I like how it has a little bit of lethality straight away, because if you have malaria, you can't possibly be non-lethal because of the whole anemia, ultimate blood destruction thing, and then the liver destruction, all sorts of nasty things later on. Increased infectivity, mutation chance, and effectiveness in hot and poor climates. We then also have blood, so it can now go blood-to-blood contact. Then we have all of this. Fantastic. We have coughing. It's the usual coughing, which is always a lovely thing to see. We have nausea, the usual nausea. Then we have headache. Strong headache behind the eyes causes discomfort and reduces ability to work. We have fever, and that's where the fatality is coming from. We have chills. A victim experiences cold spells as pyrexia begins to set in. I always say pyrexia for that. I don't know why. It's got an accent in my head because the last time I ever heard it being spoken was from someone with a very heavy accent. Pyrexia. Some people skip out the Y. Who knows? Who cares? Cold countries are more vulnerable. Of course, because if you're getting cold, well, you're less likely to die in warm areas. The loss of fluid through sweating, yeah, all the usual from sweating, and then we have, severe body drenching. Okay. As temperature of victim falls, the victim begins to sweat in extreme amounts, drenching the victim fully, increases infectivity. That's actually a really nice one. A fair bit of severity. I don't really need much more severity now, but that would be, I'd say, the optimal amount. I wouldn't really want to go higher than that, but that's got a good chance of giving me 4 DNA per spread. Anemia decreases, yeah, that should really be the initial thing. Okay, so sure, let's get that, purely because it's such a nice one. Oh, I should have read these first as well. Insectile drones. Neuropathic takeover of mosquitoes makes host's mosquito crave for uninfected human blood, infecting a couple of new countries. Ooh. expensive, but if we screw up later, perhaps with Greenland, that's good to know. Extreme and lethal symptoms unlocked as rare and deadly strand of malaria fuses with this one. Ugh. And the usual symbiosis, drug resist, cold resist, hot resist. Awesome! Okay then, let's continue onwards as the infection spreads through West Africa. Okay, so where am I going next then? We could go down the coughing route, because that's a good bit of infectivity and a little bit more severity. I think I might wait until I spread for one more country and see just how much DNA I'm getting per red country. If you didn't know, because a lot of people, like I said in my last episode, have been coming to this channel for other series and have actually had a look at plaguing, the red bubbles, you get more DNA the more severity you have, so there is a good reason to have severity, because there's also a lot of negatives associated with it, such as, well, they find you faster, and it also increases how fast their budget goes up to cure you. Okay, that was only 2, so we're going to go a little bit higher then. Going to coughing, and then, ooh, hello, hemoglobinuria. Oxygen transport protein hemoglobin is found in abnormally high concentrations in the urine, turns urine purple. It's extremely severe and can be lethal. Yes, indeed it can be. When you're passing blood through your urine, it tends to be, well, the end game of many, many, many horrible diseases. Mosquito 2, Mosquito 3, pathogen can infect all species of mosquito, greatly increases. Okay, that's a nice chunk. I think I'll leave it for there. I've got so much infectivity already. I may develop drug resist, just because I don't think I'll be doing much else. No, let's wait until we get there then. Let's wait for a little bit and see. We could have a look what's down the nausea tree, but I don't really want to spend too much on all this. Nausea is quite good though, for that little bit. Yeah, plus vomiting. Okay, so we'll get both of those. Diarrhea is the usual. Okay, we'll leave it at that for now though. Any more severity, and I think it's going to be a bit too easy to find us. They're saying that with the lethality. Yeah, okay, we're getting some 3s. The reason why we got 5 is because of one of the bonuses we had, the metabolic jump, increases DNA from red bubbles. I may devolve that. Okay, I'm going to devolve diarrhea just because, although we are worrying because we have lethality already and we've already been found to kill people, there's one problem. West Africa is quite bad for spreading outwards. It doesn't spread to other countries easily at all. So maybe we did need that infectivity. Oh, air level 1, that's fantastic. Insect level, I wonder what water is. I wonder if blood goes into water, because it's... Oh no, that'll be extreme hemophagy. Okay, never mind. All insects susceptible to infection, increased infectivity and transmutation. I'm going to go into the air. It's better in hot and arid countries like, you know, everywhere in Africa. Plus, it's as soon as we get to a plain country like Egypt, it increases our chance of getting on the plane a little bit earlier. Fantastic, we're actually spreading outwards. Let's get air level 2. Yeah, okay. Okay, there's water. Though I think now we should start developing some resistances. Headache symptom mutated. We could go for the bugs and see if we could perhaps mutate our way to victory, but I don't think I will. Okay, I'm going to get drug level 1 and cold level. Okay, level 2, since we need it anyway. And we're only going to get drug level 1 anyway. So we've got all the resistances we need already, which is fantastic. We're on a watch list, but that's okay. We're spreading faster than I expected us to. Should I grab that so I can start killing when we need to? I think we'll wait. Let's wait as we are. We're doing okay as we are right now. I think it'd be best just to lay dormant. We've already got quite high stats and everything. So I think it's best just to kind of lay low for a second. Let's, you know, fully infect Russia. Let's see what countries we can get to by ourselves. Okay, let's get into water level 2. Oh, that's a bug. Oh, well, apparently you can go to 2, then 1. Okay, and we'll get extreme bioair assault as well, which means we are very, very likely to get into boats and planes even before we've fully infected a country. Which is very good, because there's a lot of countries still to go. And we still have to, of course, fully infect each country before we start killing them, although we are being cured very rapidly. I think we might... Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the... Okay, I'm going to do the insectile drones just to make sure we are victorious, and we are now going to go lethal. Ew. Enlargement of the spleen causes lack of appetite, easy bleeding, and fatigue. Slowed research speed and can be fatal. Slowed research speed and increased severity. Okay, let's slow down that. Let's get that, and then jaundice. Extreme levels of bilirubin in the extracellular fluid, resulting in yellow skin, highly severe, and can be lethal. Oof, very nice indeed. Little known Lathrix fact. I actually suffer from a illness called oh crap, I forgot what it's called now. It's been so long since I got diagnosed by it. I was only a child. Oh, Gilbert syndrome. Literally, it's called Gilbert syndrome. It simply means I have a very, very slight increase in the amount of bilirubin in my bloodstream, meaning that my eyes will eventually go slightly yellow as I age. My father's just now getting the effects of it, just slightly yellowed eyes, the white of the eyes, and eventually it can also affect your nails and certain other parts of your body. It literally does nothing negative to you other than it looks kind of odd. And it's actually incredibly common in certain communities because it's a dominant genetic disease. I think it's dominant. Well, my own mother's never been tested, so who knows. It's very late today, can you tell, so I'm going a bit mental. We're being cured a bit fast, but I do need lethality more than anything, so let's go jaundice. Dysentery would probably get me enough DNA to start killing people. I've got a horrible feeling we're not going to win this. We've basically infected the world, so let's start getting some refunds. And let's see if we can start getting DNA from kills. I think... yeah, we got found a bit too early, that's the big problem there. We needed to get out of Africa a bit faster. Okay, let's go dysentery. Ooh. Black water fever. Severe and rapid destruction of red blood cells along with rigor, high fever and extreme anemia, resulting in almost immediate death. Ooh. I've honestly never heard of that before, that's kind of horrible. Severe fatigue. Okay, so do you want to devolve anything here? I mean, we could devolve these as well. Again, we have fully infected the world, so I don't really need any of these as it stands. Hopefully we'll be killing fast enough to get DNA now, if we're lucky. Come on. Oh, we haven't fully infected it. I thought we had. We're still healthy. I mean, thankfully we are fairly infectious still, so it shouldn't be too bad. Yay, we got the black water fever, excellent. Well, too bad we're going to be cured anyway. Slowing cure research speed probably doesn't give us a huge... no, it doesn't go backwards. I was hoping it might go back. Oh, we're going to lose this one. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably just skip ahead. I'll try again and see if we can actually get victory from this lovely disease, shall we? Ooh, hello. Parasite metamorphosizes, I can't pronounce it, into its next step in its life cycle. A lot of cure research has been rendered useless, increasing... oh, I did not know that was there. If we knew that was there, we could have probably saved ourselves, but sadly not. Sadly not. I wonder how much it actually gives us. Let's devolve some of this. I mean, to be fair, we could have devolved some of this stuff as well, some of the... well, any of the non-lethal stuff. I went a bit too early into that as well, which didn't help. I just want to see how much it takes away. It won't really help us much now, but let's have a little explore. Whoa! Well, that was a massive leap. Of course, now the problem is we've uninfected the world, so we're still going to lose because we're not going to be able to infect the world fast enough, but wow, we need to get there. Okay, so I'll be right back. I'm going to try it again, and this time we'll get close to the end again, and we will destroy the world. Okay, so this time I was far more aggressive when it came to infectivity, as you can see. I went all the way down this tree, which led to syringes, which is a wealthy country version of the blood symptoms, which are pretty darn cool. Pathogen is now capable of surviving on medical tools like syringes. Increased infectivity in wealthy countries, and then array of medical tools such as band-aids, stethoscopes and scissors, which is very, very nice. It's a nice take on that. And also, if I went with this, I didn't actually need to do the insectile drones, which meant I got to do the pathogenic cycle instead. So at the moment I'm just getting ready to start actually killing people. We just need the DNA for it right now, so we're still waiting on that, although we are getting some lovely mutations as we go. I fear that I may have done the same as last time though and spent a little bit too much. But the lethality is quite high, and I'm certain once we hit dysentery we'll definitely be getting enough deaths per second to get DNA points, so it should be okay. So this, so far, one thing I will say is, and this is not a criticism of the scenario, you have to be a little bit mindful of where you spend your DNA. It's very much, if you spend in the wrong place or spend too much at some points, you can really screw yourself over. Which is good, honestly, having a bit of thought in the scenario rather than just randomly clicking everything you see, which is kind of what I need to do as a first impressions, though, is a very good thing indeed. We have not spread to the Caribbean, are you serious? Well, guess who needs to do the bug thing? Hello, Caribbean. There's always one country, and they're trying to be a little bit special. Whoa, but we are really, really infectious. So it really does not matter too much, and we'll get black water fever in mere moments. I mean, we could get it now. We have actually infected everyone, which means we could now start devolving things. Definitely, it's one of those things where when you're doing scenarios for the first time, you do it as a blind run, you tend to get things really badly wrong the first time, but then once you get a basic idea of where the thing is, the second time it kind of shows its true colours, and, well, it's kind of awesome. Into its next step of a life cycle. This is why malaria is interesting to people like me who have a fascination with the microbiology. It's one of those parasites that's just so complex and so well built for its job. It's got a sick kind of twisted beauty to it. It really does. Though so do a lot of pathogens, in my opinion. Again, it's like a begrudged respect, honestly. I'd like to see what happens at the very end, so let's start devolving some of these. So yeah, if you're ever interested in getting into microbiology, like yours truly, then doing a bit of research on malaria and some of the journal papers, if you can get your hands on them, is actually quite a nice place to start. Just next step, next step, next step. I was hoping perhaps the text would change, but sadly not. On the upside, that's completely eradicated the cure research. Very, very cool. I guess we could have a quick look-see as well to see what we've actually been missing, so I'm missing quite a few things. So we'll just go into cheat mode and have a look what there's actually left to unlock. Victory! Hurrah! Okay, yes I would recommend it actually. I'll be honest, it was better than I expected it to be, which is always a nice thing. So cheats and unlimited strain and continue malaria, and let's have a quick look-see, shall we? Okay, so symptoms-wise, let's grab everything. Of course, we haven't unlocked the thing which unlocks all the deadly ones, the DNA shuffle mabob. Oh, those weren't actually the specialist ones, I thought they were. Regular parasite all the way? Yep, regular symbiosis. Regular drug resist, and all the way leads just all the way through. The last step is like, do I get any more of those lovely pop-ups about it? I like pop-ups. Ooh! Oh, that's because I got the bugs. Do I only get the life cycle 1? That's a shame. Okay. Then we continue. So we have the black water fever, seizures, which leads to delirium, which we have seen before in the past. Oh, we have coma. Again, just a standard thing there. Nope. Metabolic acidosis. Excessive acidity in the blood causes palpitations, hypoxia, bone pain, and death by severe stupor and blackouts. Lovely. Acute circulatory failure. Collapse of cardiovascular system causes heart to fail and lungs to fail to convert oxygen to CO2. That's really oddly worded. That's not quite what happens there. I assume it means transfer oxygen and CO2, so can't, transfer them CO2 from the blood into the lungs, oxygen from the lungs into the blood. You get the gist. Total kidney failure. Total breakdown of kidneys causes organ failure and death. Okay, so all the big bad things were there. Convulsions. Victims begin to shake uncontrollably with intense muscle twitches and flexes can be fatal. So there's actually quite a bit there which we could have got if we went down a bit of a different path. Okay, so this is what happened last time, and I assume it's just going to be, yep, extreme haemophagy, so I was correct. Or extreme haemophagy, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Which pretty much depends on your accent, honestly. Okay, so we didn't really miss too much, all that was the usual stuff. Okay, very cool. Very cool indeed. I'm actually going to say, as I usually give a ranking of my layman's ranking, I'm going to say 4.5 out of 5. I think it was good, honestly. It made me think, it wasn't too flashy, didn't really have any interesting techniques used or anything, but I thought it was decent. I can't really see huge problems with it, that's all, so I enjoyed it. And I hope you have too. The only thing, of course, I would say, which would be good to change, my recommendation, is what I kind of say to everything, which is just that really custom images would be great. That's it. Just custom images. It makes it stand out. It makes it seem more unique. It makes it seem more like a true scenario of its own right, rather than just something that's been made in the scenario creator, which of course it was, but you get the idea. Also, I'm sorry for my speech for the last few minutes. Oh, my ears ringing like a doorbell at the moment because I'm still suffering from the abscess in my ear, which is lovely. But I can still speak. It just makes speaking a little bit hard over time. Anyway, if you have enjoyed the video and the series, and of course likes, favourite, shares, comments, all that good stuff, helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly shows that Plague Inc. Evolved is a series you wish to see more of in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day. Please do take care, and until next time, goodbye.